Thanks for the excellent reflections and discussion about Emma Watson and her speech at the UN. These are some of the techniques you pointed out, and a few others to focus on when you're public speaking. Volume. It's obviously pretty important that your audience can actually hear you. In Emma's speech, she's using a microphone. You may or may not be, so check out your environment beforehand. Take ownership of your space. Ask your audience in the back if they can hear you. If you're like me, try not to yell. Expression and eye contact. Look at Emma's eyes as she delivers her remarks. She clearly cares about her topic, and her face reflects this. She smiles, she furrows her brows. She's using a script, but she isn't looking down at the page. She's making eye contact with members of her audience, and she's emotionally connecting to them. Enunciation. Enunciating means getting out all sounds in the word. You need to move your mouth a lot in order to effectively do this. Sometimes it's useful to over-dramatize at the beginning and then take it down a notch. Tongue twisters before you give your speech can also help warm up your mouth. Think about why enunciating is particularly important for Emma's audience. Tweet me the answer using the course hashtag. Tone. There is nothing more boring to listen to than a speaker who doesn't change their tone. Varying your tone adds drama and intrigue to your speech. It guides your audience along, and it gives them indicators. When should they laugh, be reflective, sad? It keeps us interested in what you're saying. Speed. Emma speaks slowly. She gives the audience time to let the message sink in and resonate. Speed is a big one to watch out for when we're nervous. We automatically speed up, which makes sense. We want the whole process to be over with as quickly as possible. But if this is something you're guilty of, be aware of it and slow down. Breath. Breathing's an overlooked aspect of public speaking, but a strong breath from your diaphragm supports your voice. It makes it sound stronger, not airy or shallow. It's also really calming to you because you're getting more oxygen inside. I have some tips on how to breathe from your diaphragm in the optional reading, but let's all practice one big diaphragmatic breath. Your diaphragm is a muscle, and it separates your thoracic cavity from your abdominal cavity. Try to breathe from it and not from your lungs when you take a deep breath right now. Good. Controlling the environment. You'll notice that Emma stopped when people laughed or clapped. She didn't plow through her presentation. She read her audience. Remember, you're the person in control. If someone is speaking while you are, tell them to be quiet. You can move around the podium or open and close a window if there are noises coming in. Take charge of the situation and make it work for you and your audience. Managerial presence. This last technique is the most ambiguous. There's a lot written on managerial presence, and I've included some links to good articles in the optional reading. But what it means in a nutshell is that Emma didn't try to emulate someone she isn't. She wasn't trying to stand there at the UN pretending to be a world leader. She alluded to her film career, and she used her own brand of humor and self-deprecation to give the speech in her own signature voice.